America. My name is Smart Madu Ajaja. I'm the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite and the anchor of Nigeria Now at ONN and the Nightingale Radio International. How are you all doing, my viewers from within Nigeria, across Africa, and around the world? Yes, I just wanted to, give you updates about happenings in Nigeria and how painful it is to be from a dysfunctional country where nothing is working. I mean, absolutely nothing is working. How long are we going to be held in this captivity? We should be tired of being led by the nose, by rogues, as if we are a stupid people and a country of idiots. We, the whole people of Nigeria, especially those of us who call ourselves Northerners, should be ashamed of ourselves. If these crooked and corrupt and morally bankrupt men and women are the best we can boast of as our leaders in the 21st century, out of over 250 million of us. Yes, over 250 million of us. Yes, scattered around the world. And the majority of us who are scattered across the world are high profile intellectuals and professionals doing great things in our various countries of residences. It's crazy that we are in this mess. Yes, we, the whole people of Nigeria, should be ashamed of ourselves. And those who call themselves Northerners, from where 10 of 13 Nigerian leaders since independence came out, should be ashamed of themselves. Because 90% of those who brought Nigeria on its belly address themselves as Northerners. It takes now defining what it takes to be a Northerner from the elites, from the standpoint of those who call themselves Northerners, who are leaders, who have led Nigeria, who have had the rare opportunity of leading Nigeria at various levels. I define them corrupt, morally bankrupt, inept, retarded, unpatriotic, self-serving. If what we are seeing of Nigeria today is the best that they could produce, 10 out of 13 leaders who came from that part of Nigeria, if the squalor and the extreme poverty and the insecurity is the best they could produce for Nigeria, they should bury their heads in high concentrated sandy soil. Yes, they are responsible for what Nigeria has become. They are responsible for the insecurity in Nigeria. They come as northern leaders. They come as northern emirs. They come as northern religious leaders. They come, everything about them is nothing about Nigeria. They come as if they are, and truly, they are drivers of apartheid. There's nothing. Hey, Francie, how are you? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Norby, thank you very much. So, you know, They came as imperialists. They came as colonizers of Nigeria. They don't care about Nigeria. If citizens who care about their country should do everything, they couldn't even help, they couldn't even do anything in their so-called north. The poverty in the north of Nigeria is the worst I've seen anywhere I have been around the world. The squalor there is second to none. The disease there is second to none. The ignorance there is second to none. The backwardness there is second to none. But yeah, these people want to continue to rule. They say they have a right. They have the power. They have the right to rule Nigeria. God gave them the right. I'm not sure that the same God gave them the right to run Nigeria aground. With 250 million Nigerians watching and doing nothing. So that tells me that there's something wrong with us Nigerians. And these people doing this are from a tiny minority tribe in Nigeria, driven by religious extremism. They are mostly hypocrites who don't even know God. But how they emasculated the whole of Nigeria is a case study for scholars to really understand. Their population in Nigeria, their tribal population in Nigeria is less than 8 million. But the population of Nigeria is over 250 million. So what is the difference between what is happening in Nigeria and what Nigeria invested so much to fight in South Africa? It's apartheid, nepotism. They control the army, our armed forces seized. They are quick. They are the army that they have the control, access to the control and command infrastructure has been bastardized and made to serve their interests. Oh, Francie, your parents live there? I hope they are okay. Which part of Nigeria do they live? Yes, we are looking for solution. That is where you see me every time coming out to speak, to wake the people of Nigeria. The people of Nigeria are sleeping. The people of Nigeria have been deprived of everything. The people of Nigeria have been made so hungry that they cannot even respond. They are so hungry. They are so scared. They use the army. They use the police. They use the DSS. They use everything. Now they have populated forests across Nigeria and farmlands across Nigeria with their tribal militias. Yes, and that is why you hear about so much kidnapping on daily basis in Nigeria. They have taken kidnapping to a very dangerous high level, sophisticated kidnapping. They are armed much more than the Nigerian armed forces. All the ammunition Nigeria go and purchase outside Nigeria from the United States and other parts end up in their hands because they have infiltrated the army. They have infiltrated the Navy. They have infiltrated the Air Force. They control everything. So that is why it has been so difficult to dislodge them. But the people of Nigeria have a choice to make, whether to remain in this bondage or rise up and free themselves. Yes, freedom does not come free. Freedom comes with a price. These people don't believe in Nigeria. They are more Arabs than Nigerians. They are more Arabic than Nigerians. So they want to force their way on the people of Nigeria. They want to force their way on the Nigerian space. They want to actually take over Nigeria and run the rest of West Africa. That has been their agenda. That has been the vision of their great-grandfather who invaded Hausa land and took it over in 1804. in a jihad. So it's time the people of Nigeria rose up. The same thing they did in 1804 that has helped them subjugate the Hausa people for 220 years is the evil and the darkness that they want to extend beyond their spaces, across Nigeria and into other countries. So we, the people of Nigeria, especially all of us who are sleeping, we should be ashamed of ourselves. Yes, we should be ashamed of ourselves. If these crooked and corrupt men are the best we can boast of as our leaders, out of over 250 million of us, including some of the most exceptionally high-profile scholars and professionals scattered around the world who have distinguished themselves in various fields of human endeavors. We are a most, I mean Nigerians, we are a most unserious people who hate our country so badly, and as such, don't wish her well. Otherwise, otherwise, none of these men will be seen or heard the way we still see and hear them tell us publicly and arrogantly about the way forward, their own way forward, for a Nigeria that they destroyed using their various privileged positions. It is time. The young people of Nigeria, where are you? These people, for the period that they have held Nigeria captive, destroyed student unionism. Nigerian students, leaders are now politicians who work for them. They destroyed the labor union. The labor union has become politicized. They destroyed the civil society. People who are activists in Nigeria make noise these days in order to be given political appointments or paid money, and they shut up. An example is Keyamo Festus and many others that I don't even want to talk about. Yeah, this is how bad. Our country is disordered. Our educational system is not working. Our healthcare delivery system is not working. Our infrastructure are run down. Can you believe that a country that prides itself as the giant of Africa cannot boast of 5 hours continuous electricity? So how are we going to industrialize and truly be that giant of Africa? A country where people cannot vote without being paid. They brought corruption to the highest level in Nigeria. It's either they or no other person. It's either they empower directly or they control remotely. They are the ones who bring voters from Niger to vote in Nigerian elections. They are the ones who bring citizens of Chad, Niger, Mali to be counted as Nigerians during censuses in order to disorder the principles of biology. Yes, that is why a country that cannot count itself just specifically for strategic national planning cannot be a country that anybody should take seriously. This is the reason why some of us are standing out to do the best we can to wake our sleeping people up. Our people have become so afraid of these monsters. Yes, armed with AK-47, ravaging our country from the north, south, east, and west. Why has Nigeria become this way? It's $1 million question. A question that we must answer. How a drug dealer became the president of Nigeria. How a terrorist became the vice president of Nigeria. You hear that? How a bandit and a terrorist became the minister of defense of Nigeria. And how ex-convicts jailed here in Florida became the governor of Ogun State. Another ex-convict is the chief of staff of our presidency, jailed in Atlanta, Georgia. Another one yet jailed in one of the states here in the United States is the state governor of Lagos State. Does that look like a serious country? The people of the world watching me. And you Nigerian who thinks that this is not enough problem, that you must stand up to unite with other Nigerians to battle. I tell you, when it happened in Somalia, we thought it was not possible. Somalia went down. Since the past nearly 40 years, Somalia has not had peace. They have not had a government. Yes. When it happens in Nigeria, it will be disastrous. Yes. Okay, Francie, all right. Where in Nigeria do they live? Do they live in Nigeria or they live in Italy with you guys? So this is the story of Nigeria. We are asking Nigerians to stop shifting the goalposts. Let us confront these demons once and for all and free our country and our people so we can build a real country on a solid and yet elastic foundation that can accommodate all Nigerians, including visitors to Nigeria, so we can live in peace and harmony, so our country can progress and prosper like other countries of the world. Nigeria is going down with speed. Ain't nothing working in Nigeria. Nothing is working. Can you imagine a young person graduate from the university, is riding motorcycle for a living? Some of them have a good degrees in engineering, science, and technology. They can't find a job. But these criminals pocket all the country's budgets, seize all of the country's resources, send their children abroad to go to schools, and live large and in opulence, criminal opulence for that matter. Why millions, I am talking about 250 million Nigerians living below poverty line in this age and time. They emasculate the children mentally and physically to the extent that they cannot even think for themselves anymore. Most Nigerian youths, I'm telling you, 71% of our country's population behave like if they are robots because they have no minds of their own. They can't think anymore. They removed the study of history from the Nigerian academic curriculum. So most Nigerian young people you see don't know who they are because nobody is teaching them about their history. They don't know. Majority of Nigerian youths don't even know anything about who they are. So that is why sometimes you see them behave the way they behave. They don't know better because of this tragedy of leadership that we must end now with speed, or they will consume all of us. I thought I shared this opinion. Please be kind enough. Please, I'm appealing very passionately. Share our message. Share our channels. If you have not subscribed, please be kind. Subscribe and follow us. Share our messages. Talk to Nigerians that you know from any and everywhere around the world to get on board. We are building a movement to challenge the Nigerian system and hopefully to dismantle it. So Nigeria will be open to all of us with equal access to opportunity to grow and develop and to progress and prosper for the good of everybody and for the national security, peace, and unity of the country. Goodbye for now. And do check me out on the next video. Bye. And I love you guys.